Welcome to Crypto Tech Views. Every day we are reviewing Bitcoin price in multiple time frames and in multiple trading systems and making an educated price prediction for the next day of Bitcoin price movement after analyzing global markets data and Bitcoin options open interest data. We will also quickly review whether our yesterday's price prediction worked or not. So let us begin the video for today. We could clearly called out yesterday that 40,000 is going to be a very stiff resistance. We also told that because of the global markets bullish sentiment, Bitcoin also might eventually start picking up that positive sentiment from the global market. And that's exactly what played out. Both our views clearly played out, right? So the global market bullish sentiment came to Bitcoin as well, and 40,000 became a stiff resistance, right? And one more thing to note here down is that the Fed rate hike decision, since it became a little bit favorable to the market, it's all over the global markets, all over the place, started rallying. So markets were expecting the 50 basis point rate hike, and that's exactly what happened. But the comment from the Fed stating that no, it's not going to be in a hurry to rise all the interest rate, and maybe for next to two more meetings, the same level of basis points rate hike will apply. That's what the Fed was saying. So upcoming, and that broke the markets suspense. So as markets do not like the surprises, and since the surprises is now disclosed, and the market started rallying all over the place in the globally. So Bitcoin also rallied, but obviously it has its own technical restrictions. It won't move such in a free flow. Actually, it has to follow all the technical stuff, because Bitcoin is getting heavily traded by the institutions. It will follow the technicals actually. So what we are seeing in front of us is that this is the first 1 hourly chart, this is 4 hourly, and this is the daily chart. In 1 hourly, there was a huge volatility just happened when the Fed meeting was happening. So it took, resistance, I mean, support around this 200 period moving average, and then did a strong bounce back. At the same time, the Nasdaq and US 30, S&P 500, everything was rallying at this time actually. So that's why there's a you can see a sudden spike actually. But irrespective of it, we as we told, 40,000 became a strong resistance, stiff resistance, and now Bitcoin is trying to consolidate. And I'm expecting that the 40,000 resistance to be still respected even for tomorrow. Tomorrow being a Friday being weekly expiries for the options. I'm expecting a slight kind of volatility. So so that volatility should bring a strong resistance to the Bitcoin prices. So I'm expecting it to trade around 40. Getting a strong stiff resistance around 40,000, right? So in the 4 hourly, it is after a long time, see, after a long time, it's able to comfortably trade about 50 period moving average. That is a positive sign. And obviously from the 1 hourly, it's after a long time, it's able to comfortably trade around above the 200 period moving average, right? So but in a 1 day chart, it's far from this 50 period moving average. RSI is also trading around 50 level. So this says that at least as we have called out couple of videos back, I have clearly called out that whether the global markets bottomed out. Actually, that's what my caption was in my YouTube video. And a couple of days back itself, I clearly called out, because I called out based on the global markets data in US 500. So I called out based on this particular candle, because this particular candle looks like a morning star pattern, and that's why I called that, and global markets are bottomed out. And that's exactly played out. So that view is good enough for you to make huge amount of money, right? So as a trader, you just need to have a strong view, or at least a good view, that, and you need to defend or play according to your view, right? And then money will automatically flow in, right? So so I clearly call out that bottom is made, and then if you have either shorted a put option below this level or not below this level, in the Bitcoin only we are trading mostly. So below around it was trading around 37,000, so we go up to 35,000 in the weekly, just short either put options actually. Or if you're futures trader, just start accumulating from this zone actually. So not all you with all your capital, maybe 30% of your capital, or 50% of your capital, you can start accumulating Bitcoin, because we got a view to play on the bullish side actually, right? And yeah, obviously this is my technical view. Obviously you need to conduct consult with your financial advisor for any trading by yourself. If you're a beginner, be really careful with the playing around with Bitcoin. And obviously you have 100x leverage in many of the exchanges. You can play around, but play, if you are a beginner, just play with a very very small quantity like 0.001 Bitcoin. And that's how you will also eventually learn trading the Bitcoin. But obviously again, repeating again, so consult with your financial advisor, or consult with your practice, or learn strategies from the bigger traders, or from the place where you get some strong official advices. You can get the advices from them and then trade. Don't just trade based on my view. My view will work out for for the experienced traders who trade by themselves, and the beginners who wants to know how to understand the technical picture, or how to trade in the market. And if you're totally a new if you're totally a beginner, if you start watching my videos for next 2 to 3 months, you will clearly get a lot of grasp on the how you can start analyzing by yourself, how you can what are the data you need to keep in hand for while trading the Bitcoin and everything actually, right? So this will be for a beginner, it will be good learning material. For an experienced trader, it will be a very strong supporting views actually, right? So along with your views, you can also validate whether your view is going along with my view, and you go ahead from there actually, right? So if you could see this US 500 for today, I know it is slightly trying to retrace a back a bit. US 30 hit the 50 period moving average, slightly it's retracing, and Nasdaq looking super bullish. In fact, last couple of hours it shot up, heavily, right? So, and that's bullish sentiment should expected to be continuing even today as well. And if US 30 can comfortably cross above this cluster today or tomorrow, that will bring a lot of positivity to the whole global market. In fact, Nasdaq also will turn more positive, and that will reflect in Bitcoin as well. But Bitcoin have its own resistance level, or its own technical levels to be followed. That is having around, that is having a resistance around 40,000 actually, right? So if we could review the other technical pictures, so from the Camarilla pivot point of view, very good thing happened. So it took support around S3 a couple of days back, and then when it is above, once it started trading above this pivot point, the positivity, more positivity came into the Bitcoin. And then this particular candle is a strong bullish candle. Now see this one, this candle I would call as a leader candle actually. So as long as this candle's low is broken, there is not much downside in the Bitcoin, right? As long as this low is broken. So how will you play with this view? Now this is a view. I'm saying that this is a candle, and this is a later candle, and you can't until this is broken, it's going to be going to trade either sideways or upside actually. But if this is broken with a huge volume, then the trend will change, right? So if that is the case, no, you can start start trading the put options well below around this level. So for example, you go below this a little bit of swing low happen here, right? So go below a little bit around 37,000 in this weekly options expiry. If you short this put options around this level, now you can gain around you can predict, gain a pretty decent premium. But now obviously you need to be an experienced options trader to do that. If not, you can start accumulating your Bitcoin till it is coming here, but your stop loss should be little below this candle actually. But here accumulation also should not happen all it at one go, like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%, and then stop loss here, right? So if you go like that, if you devise your approach like that, then usually, I used to do trade like that. Generally I used to come out of come out with a profit, comfortably. But obviously it depends on the experience of the trader actually. So I mostly play around with the options, not with the, I do not trade futures that much. Only if I have a very very strong view, then I'll play with the futures. Otherwise I'll mostly go with the options actually, right? So if you could review the Fibonacci um, EMA ribbon, actually Fibonacci series EMA ribbon, so we can clearly see that it is bent up to the 144 level. See, I have not plotted these lines just for a joke actually. See, for example, see here how it is getting respected. 89, so this was respected. 89 again, right? And here 55. See the can you see here 55 here every all this EMA might have got updated by itself. No, it's not actually the support, but see now actually it's 144. Once above it is able to cross this 180 89 level, it is able to go to the 144 level. Now it has to consolidate here to bump up here and then stay around the 233 EMA for any kind of a positivity to coming to the Bitcoin, full positivity to coming to the picture. But till then, the technical picture slightly changed the bullish, but I would not call this as a strong bullish condition. Now it's not a strong bullish condition. For a strong bullish condition to occur, it has to go like this, right? All about this EMA, consolidate here, able to hold this 233 level for a quite a long time, right? It should be able to hold it. See, if it is not able to hold it, then it will fall like this, right? So if it is able to hold this, then the rally will start actually. So because then the traders will come, new traders will come into the picture, right? And then they will also start buying Bitcoin, and that will make a pretty decent rally. The same goes with the downside as well, right? If it is unable to hold this 233 level and then went below all this EMA and then it is sustaining here for some time, right? Then bears will come into the picture and they will short the market. So that's how it works, right? So so that's the view from this EMA ribbon. So now if you could see the Fibonacci retracement level, now we can clearly see the trading range is now shifted between the 50% to 61.8 percentage. So for any meaningful upside rally, it should cross above the 61.8 and then sustain above here. Then only it can rally further. Otherwise it will go for a consolidation here, right? And if you could see this one day chart, this is a iconic bullish candle for which we have been waiting for a long time. In fact, it took from 5th April it took up to 20, 3rd May, actually 4th May only it came out. So 1 month of full bearishness. There is no, I mean 1 month of continuous selling happened in Bitcoin. But now this is slightly encouraging, right? So there it put a a strong bull candle. This volume also is slightly good, not to so very appreciable level, but it is good, right? Better than the last 5 trading sessions, right? So pretty decent volume. One good green candle came in. Now it should consolidate around here without breaking these two trend lines. So either of the trend line break, but obviously it's in the triangle, it is in this corner. If these trend lines together is broken, we don't know where it is going to head to us. Actually, it will go down actually, right? But if it can hold, and this is a crucial level and crucial juncture, Bitcoin's future will be decided based on this kind of crucial junctures, right? So and it is able to hold that level for now, okay? So if it can continue to hold for some more days actually, so in tomorrow Friday, and then Saturday Sunday weekend will come. Weekend will be usually it will be at sideways days, right? And for the whole weekend, if it can sustain this level, and then Monday maybe based on the a new fresh global market news, market start rallying, or it will take further decision where to get towards. But at least for a couple of days now we can expect it to consolidate around in this level. And this is one of my favorite indicators, and this is a anchored VWAP. So this is a previous swing low and this is previous swing high, and I have plotted anchored VWAP in both these levels. And as I have been repeatedly telling in the last so many videos, as long as it is trading below these two VWAPs, the bearish sentiment will prevail. Obviously this kind of retracements will happen actually. So the retracement happened because of the good news from the global front, right? The global market rallied and then it all rallied there, but underlying sentiment, right, that is still bearish only. Why I'm saying that, right? it has to comfortably trade above these two VWAPs. At least one of the VWAPs it should trade above. Only then the bullish sentiment will be prevailing in the market actually. So otherwise Bitcoin will be sensitive for the news flows actually. So and this is as this is considered being a pretty decent high, and then new traders will come back and then keep shorting. But that doesn't look like it will go in such a hurry to break this level and go down, because just now we saw that there's a trend line which is going around, right? So this won't be broken in a hurry, but it should consolidate around here and then cross these two VWAP. That's very, very crucial actually. If it can cross this previous swing low and highs VWAP, that will give a lot of good sentiment to Bitcoin actually. So that will give positivity to many new age investors, and then they will also pump in, and then the Bitcoin may eventually start rallying. So if we could see the weekly chart, we can clearly see that it is trading in a triangle level. So this is a positive looking week. I'm expecting this to be a green candle this week for sure. That I mean, I'm expecting a lot. That is because it's already a Thursday, and tomorrow will be Friday, and Saturday and Sunday will be usually sideways days. And if there are no bigger bad news coming in, and this candle should stay as green, right? At least it should go up to here, and then it should stay as green, this candle. If this becomes a green candle, then if this following candle this becomes a green candle, we need to know how green candle is getting formed. If it forming a hammer like this, see this hammer like this week is really high, but this is not that high. But it can form a hammer like this. Next week Bitcoin may go around this level, maybe put a candle like this. Yeah, we don't know that we can expect, but it should close as green for this to happen, right? So and also, like for a overall bullish sentiment to prevail, it should come out of this particular triangle. And one more encouraging thing which I notice is that, see this improving lows. One this low is there, and there is one more low here, and see this one more low here, right? And comparing all three lows, we can see that higher lows are getting formed actually. We can even put a small trend line here, and that is encouraging improving higher lows actually. So lows getting higher and higher, so that is a really a good sign actually, right? For Bitcoin to continue its bullish stance, right? So let's get back to the options open interest data for 6th May. So we can clearly see that 6th May is what actually is the last this is a Friday will be the weekly options expiry days, right? So for many exchanges, in fact, Deribit and Delta exchanges, those two exchanges providing options expiries. Not sure about the other exchanges, but majority of the exchanges Fridays are the expiry for the week actually. So 40,000 being a strong resistance. Yeah. So as we are expecting 40,000 to be still continue to be a strong resistance, because market see it ran up in a hurry actually. See, when I was showing you the first, this bullish candle, it ran up in a hurry. So this kind of hurry, running up in hurry like this won't sustain usually. So it has to consolidate and consolidate without breaking this particular law. Both should happen, right? Only then actually this levels will start continue to hold. Then only the bullishness will start, and that's why I'm saying that the 40,000 will be still resistance, and that is validated by the data also, right? So 38,000 will be a very strong support, expecting it to be a strong support, and 39,000 is around which the Bitcoin price is expected to trade actually. And that's all for the long video today, and thanks all for watching. Please comment and subscribe. See you all tomorrow.